My friend, your 20s are not just a number on the calendar. They are the fertile soil in which you will plant the seeds of your future. This period of your life holds the raw energy of youth, the hunger of ambition, and the untamed curiosity that can shape your destiny. Too often people waste these years waiting for the right time to begin, waiting for the perfect plan, or waiting for approval from the world. But success does not wait. Life responds to action, clarity, and courage. Success in your 20s is not about having everything figured out. It's about beginning with faith in yourself. You may not know the entire path ahead, but you must take the first step. It's about training your mind to see possibilities where others see limitations. It's about building habits that serve you, surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher, and daring to step outside of comfort. The truth is, you don't need permission to live a successful life. You don't need someone else to tell you that you are ready. You are already ready. Each day you hesitate, you lose a day of momentum. And in your 20s, momentum is everything. You have energy, time, and the ability to recover from failures faster than ever. Use this gift. Remember, success is not only measured by money or recognition. It is measured by the way you grow, the lives you touch, and the courage with which you chase your dreams. These years are not just practice. They are the foundation. If you choose to build wisely, you will live the rest of your life with strength, freedom, and fulfillment. So I ask you, are you willing to stop waiting? Are you willing to take risks, to fall, to learn, and to rise again? If you are, your 20s will not just be years of survival, they will be the years that define your destiny. One of the greatest illusions that robs young people of their potential is the idea that they must wait for the perfect time. You hear it all the time. I'll start when I have more money. I'll begin when I feel ready. I'll chase my dream once I'm more experienced. But here's the truth. The perfect time doesn't exist. Life will never line up in a flawless way, with all doors wide open and all obstacles removed. The only perfect time is the moment you decide to act. When you're in your 20s, you have an extraordinary advantage. You're not tied down by as many responsibilities as you will have later in life. You have energy, freedom, and the ability to recover quickly if something goes wrong. This is the golden season to start building, to experiment, to make mistakes, and to learn. Waiting will only make fear stronger, but taking action, even a small one, breaks that fear and replaces it with momentum. Imagine a person standing at the edge of a lake, waiting for all the waves to calm down before jumping in. They could stand there forever because the water will never be perfectly still. Success works the same way. The waves of life, doubts, uncertainties, challenges will always exist. But when you jump in, you realize the water isn't as deep or dangerous as you thought, and soon you learn to swim. So stop telling yourself that tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Success belongs to those who begin today, even if they begin small. Write that first page, make that first call, launch that small project, sign up for that class. The seeds of greatness are planted in ordinary beginnings. If you want to transform your 20s into a launch pad for lifelong success, you must understand one thing. Habits shape destiny. Your future isn't built in grand, dramatic moments. It's built in the little choices you repeat every single day. The books you read, the food you eat, the people you talk to, the thoughts you dwell on. These are the invisible architects of your future. Many young people dream of success, but few discipline themselves to build the habits that make success inevitable. If you develop the habit of reading daily, you'll accumulate wisdom. If you exercise regularly, you'll have the health and energy to pursue your dreams. If you practice saving and investing early, you'll create financial freedom later. On the other hand, if your habits revolve around procrastination, distraction, or comfort-seeking, you'll look back and regret, wondering where the years went. The beauty of your 20s is that you have time on your side. Imagine reading 20 minutes every day. In a year, you'd complete over 15 books. In a decade, that's more than 150 books. Knowledge that could place you far ahead of your peers. Small habits compound like interest, quietly but powerfully shaping your destiny. Remember this, motivation will get you started, but habits will keep you going. You don't have to feel like working out every day. You just have to create the habit of movement. You don't need to feel inspired to study. You just need the habit of showing up. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency. Build habits today that your future self will thank you for. Create rituals that align with the life you want to live, and watch as those habits transform you from the inside out. In your 20s, one of the most important choices you'll make isn't your career path, your degree, or even where you live. It's who you surround yourself with. The people in your life are either pushing you closer to success or pulling you away from it. Energy is contagious. Spend your time with dreamers, builders, and action takers, and you'll start thinking bigger. Spend your time with complainers, doubters, and procrastinators, and you'll start shrinking into their level of thinking. Your circle becomes your mirror. If your friends spend their days gossiping, complaining, or wasting time, you'll unconsciously begin doing the same. But if your circle values growth, fitness, learning, and ambition, you'll naturally absorb those values and raise your standards. This is why choosing your circle wisely is not just a preference, it's a necessity for success. You don't have to cut people off with anger, but you must protect your energy with clarity. You have limited time in your 20s, and it cannot be wasted on relationships that drain you. Seek out mentors, peers, or communities that inspire you to level up. Even if you don't have ambitious friends right now, books and podcasts can become your circle. Surround your mind with the voices of people who inspire you, challenge you, and remind you of what's possible. Slowly, you'll begin to attract real-life connections that match your higher vibration. Never underestimate the power of association. You may think you're immune to influence, but the truth is, humans adapt to the energy around them. If you want to succeed, your environment must align with that vision. Failure. It's a word that many young people fear, but in reality, it is your greatest teacher. In your 20s, failure is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you dared to try. The truth is, the only people who never fail are the ones who never attempt anything meaningful. If you avoid failure, you're also avoiding growth. Think about it. When you first learned to walk, you fell countless times, yet no one called you a failure. Every stumble was part of the process. It was proof that you were moving forward, proof that your muscles were learning balance, proof that progress was happening. And eventually you walked. Life is no different. Every stumble, every setback, and every rejection in your 20s is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Too often, people in their 20s believe they must get everything right on the first try, whether it's their career, relationships, or personal goals. This pressure paralyzes them, keeping them from even starting. But the truth is, your 20s are the best time to fail. Why? Because you have less to lose, and the lessons you gain will serve you for a lifetime. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What can I do differently next time? Failure is feedback, and feedback is a gift. Every time you fail, you grow in resilience, creativity, and problem solving. Some of the most successful people in history failed repeatedly before finding their breakthrough. They didn't see failure as a dead end. They saw it as part of the journey. They didn't let fear of mistakes stop them. They used mistakes as stepping stones. So when you fail, don't hide. Don't beat yourself up. Stand tall and say, this is not the end of me. This is the beginning of my strength. Let failure refine you, not define you. With this mindset, every setback becomes a setup for a stronger comeback. In your 20s, it's tempting to chase money as the ultimate measure of success. Society praises wealth, and social media highlights the luxury lifestyle. But the truth is, if money is your only focus, you may gain wealth yet lose direction. Real success comes from growth. Personal, mental, spiritual, and emotional. When you grow, money naturally follows. Your 20s are the perfect time to invest in yourself. Instead of obsessing over quick income, build skills that will serve you for decades. Learn communication, leadership, discipline, creativity, and resilience. These are treasures no one can take from you. The more value you bring to the world, the more money and opportunities flow into your life. Consider this. Money can be lost overnight. A business can collapse, a market can shift, or an investment can fail. But knowledge, skills, and wisdom can never be taken from you. They become part of who you are. They give you the power to start again no matter what happens. True wealth is not only measured in dollars, but in health, peace of mind, and the relationships you build. If you chase money at the expense of these, you may end up rich but empty. But if you focus on growth, you'll find yourself wealthy in every sense of the word. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Rather than how much am I making? If you become disciplined, compassionate, wise, and skilled, money will come as a natural result. Your 20s are not just about survival. They are about preparation. You are building the foundation of the person you will carry into your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Focus on growth and let money be the byproduct of your inner work. This shift in perspective will not only bring success, but also lasting fulfillment. The comfort zone is safe, familiar, and easy, but it is also the enemy of greatness. In your 20s, one of the most dangerous traps you can fall into is staying too comfortable. Comfort whispers, stay here, don't take risks. Don't embarrass yourself, don't fail. But the truth is everything you want. Success, growth, love, freedom exists outside of comfort. Your 20s are the best time to take risks because you have fewer responsibilities and more time to recover if things don't go as planned. This is the decade to try new businesses, travel, explore, learn, and experiment. Yes, risks come with uncertainty, but uncertainty also brings opportunity. Think of a bird learning to fly. At first, the nest feels safe. But if the bird never dares to step out, it will never soar. The same is true for you. Staying in comfort might feel secure, but it will limit your potential. Taking risks, whether starting a venture, pursuing your passion, or speaking up for yourself, opens doors that you didn't even know existed. Risks are not reckless. They are calculated leaps of faith. They require courage, but courage is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you step out of comfort, you expand your capacity, and life rewards you with growth. Remember, regret is far heavier than risk. 20 years from now, you will not regret the things you tried and failed at. You will regret the chances you never took. So dare to take risks. Dare to step into the unknown. Your comfort zone will always be there, but greatness requires movement. The moment you choose courage over comfort, your 20s transform into a journey of discovery, strength, and true success. As we close this journey, let's take a step back and reflect. Your 20s are not just years on the calendar. They are a sacred doorway into the life you will carry forward. These years are your foundation. The choices you make, the risks you take, the people you surround yourself with, the habits you cultivate. These will echo far beyond this decade. If there is one message I want you to carry in your heart, it is this. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin. Waiting for the perfect time is the illusion that robs so many young people of their potential. Success does not arrive when conditions are flawless. It arrives when you take the courage to step forward, even when the road is unclear. The habits you practice today are sculpting your tomorrow. Every choice matters. Discipline, learning, and growth are not glamorous in the moment, but over time they create an unshakable foundation. Success is not about sudden breakthroughs. It is about consistency in the little things. Remember this, your future is being built by your daily rituals, whether you are aware of it or not. And never forget the power of your circle. The people you choose to walk beside you will either carry you higher or pull you lower. Protect your energy, choose wisely, and surround yourself with those who remind you of your greatness. If you cannot find them yet, let books, mentors, and knowledge be your companions until you attract the right people into your orbit. In fact, they are your silent allies. Each one carries a lesson. Each one builds resilience. In your 20s, failing is not a curse. It's a gift because it means you dare to try. Never let fear of mistakes hold you back. Fear is an illusion. Growth is real. Yes, money matters, but money alone is never enough. True wealth comes from becoming a person of value, a person of wisdom, a person of integrity. When you focus on growth, money becomes a natural result of the value you bring to the world. But if you chase only the money, you may reach the top of the ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. And above all, take risks. Step out of comfort. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they quietly drain your potential. Life rewards courage. The greatest regrets do not come from what we tried and failed at. They come from what we never dared to try. Your 20s are the time to test, explore, fall, rise, and discover who you truly are. So as you leave here today, carry this truth. You are not too young. You are not too inexperienced. You are not too unprepared. You are ready now. Plant the seeds today, water them with discipline, Nourish them with courage, and in time you will harvest a life of purpose, freedom, and fulfillment. Your 20s are not a waiting room. They are the beginning of your masterpiece. Don't wait. Start painting it now.